Well, dragonflies have been around for hundreds of millions of years, one of the oldest insect groups on Earth, and the flying creatures have survived just about everything.
But new research shows climate change may be the one thing that can't survive. 9 News meteorologist Keely Chalmers is here to explain.
Yeah, guys, no question the insects can adapt. They've been adapting for about 300 million years. But some unsettling research suggests when it comes to increasing temperatures and wildfires, this normally hardy insect might not be able to adapt fast enough.
Survived asteroids, lived through dinosaurs, but a warming climate? Yeah, these guys don't stand a chance.
It's definitely concerning.
At least that's according to a new study led by University of Colorado, Denver and PhD student Sarah Nally.
It is scary to see this play out how we hypothesized that it might.
Nally wondered how a warming climate is impacting dragonfly populations. These dark spots on the wings of many male dragonflies help attract mates. Think antlers on a buck.
And so the darker and larger the spots on the wings, the more attractive you look, or the scarier you look to other males.
And the more baby dragonflies they produce. But the darker and larger the spots also means they absorb more heat.
Similar to walking on a dark blacktop in the middle of summer, or if you wore a black shirt to the beach. It's gonna cause you to heat up. And so for these small dragonflies, this extra heat is causing them to overheat.
Nally discovered those dragonflies are getting just too hot and tired to mate.
So we found that dragonflies that have these dark wing spots are going extinct in places across the U.S. that have experienced the greatest amount of warming, climate warming, and the most amount of area burned by wildfire.
So why is this so concerning? Well, first of all, dragonflies play a critical role in the ecosystem.
They're also predators of animals like mosquitoes. So if we lose dragonflies, who's going to eat the mosquitoes? And they also serve as prey for birds and fish and amphibians.
A decline in dragonflies will ripple through the food chain. But that's not the only impact. If these creatures, which are one of the most resilient on the planet, are struggling to survive in a changing climate, it makes you wonder, how will other species do?
So they're a very resilient predator. And so whenever we see something going on with dragonflies, it could be a warning signal for other species across the globe.
A sign of changes to come and of those already happening.
It's happening. It's happening. So, yeah, it's scary.
Now, Nally focused on those areas experiencing the greatest rate of warming and those impacted by wildfires. With little federal funding, she and fellow students relied on federal climate data and observations collected by citizen scientists, which, by the way, those citizen scientists always in need and really important, especially, again, as we mentioned, with the cuts in the funding.
So disturbing. And I know very little about this, but thank you to the Denver Museum of Nature and Science.
Yes.
I do know that dragonflies outlived dinosaurs. I mean,
Right.
they've been around for prehistoric times, and
Right.
what we're doing to our planet could affect them is kind of daunting to hear.
Right, like she said, I mean, if they're the most resilient creatures on the planet are struggling, what does that mean for the rest of us?
What caught my attention was they eat the mosquitoes. If they
There
who's
you
gonna eat
go.
the mosquitoes?
Right, there you go.
They're going to eat us.
Yep.
That's what it is. Keely Chalmers, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey,